well, weirdly, the sun's come out. Look at me looking at the time and I'm even got a watch on my hand. I'm reckoning I'm about half an hour away from low tide. I'm going to go down and see what low tide is hiding, or uncovering, should I say, down at St Mary's today. So, if you've got kids colouring in, cutting out stuff, a little bit bored, then get them to watch this. Be about 20 minutes of information and stuff going on the seaside and what you can find. Yes, you've noticed I've changed my top because I got absolutely drenched this morning. So yeah, if you got 20 minutes spare or so, have a little watch of this and see what I can find down the beach this afternoon. I'll make sure that there's no swearing. See you down the beach. Welcome to St Mary's Beach. Let's go and see what the tide's washed in. Lots of molted spider crab down on the beach today. Another one there, another one there. Loads of them here, look. These are spider crabs that have come into the shallows to molt. In fact, there is hundreds of them. Hundreds and hundreds of molted spider crab, all littered across the beach. Special thing about these is when they are fully alive, the thing is they'll probably be somewhere out there somewhere with a really soft shell at the moment, but spider crabs actually have their own individual habitats on the back of their shells, which other crustaceans, other marine organisms all live on the back of their shells. It's that they are quite a special little thing, especially for inshore. But as you can see, I don't know if we'll be able to find a live one. See? Nope, just soft. So he's actually come out of the back of there. Don't know, we might find the live one, but I'm not sure. But like I said, it's the time of the year where they come in really, really close in, because they've obviously got too big for their shells and they molt. So they use like little habitats, well, as you can see, just use little habitats all along here to have a little place where they can naturally just go about their business without any predators and molt their shell. Now that they're soft, they're extremely vulnerable now to other predators, and they're probably out there tucked away in another rock somewhere, trying to keep themselves safe. We'll see what else we can find here. As well, what you can see this time of the year is all this kelp, loads of this. This time of the year it grows to like, well, you think when it will stand quite tall in the water. So this is like a little sea forest when the tide's right in. Gonna get pretty close to the shoreline down here. Oh look, it's a netted dog whelk. And see what else we can find along here. The furrowed crab. Quite a feisty crab compared to the other oh, wow! Look at that! So we're lucky enough to find two, not one, but two squat lobsters. These are freaking ace. They're like a little hermit crab, but these are little squat lobsters. These are wicked little things. These are ace. That's a good little find to have. See, and they've got like very small pincers, right? Which actually they don't use them for they'd use them more for eating and things like that. But to find that, oh look, there's a little tiny creeper. Little tiny creeper there as well. So we got one squat lob. Where's the other one gone? Another furrowed crab there, look. Oh, there he is. There he is. How cool is that? That is ace. Amazing little things. Oh, look at that! See that there? That is a strawberry sea anemone. But he's currently closed up at the minute, so when the tide comes back in, he'll have all his tentacles out. I'm quite impressed with these little squat lobsters. I bet none of you, really, have ever come across one of these little squat lobsters. They're great, but you can only find them at mega low tide. Beautiful little specimens. That is freaking ace. I mean, it looks like a lobster, but he's a little squat lobster. It's a little velvet crab. These are the ones that are another feisty crab, or they call them red-eyed crabs. And if you notice as well, their back legs are slightly different shape than the other legs. They're more like paddles, because these are also classed as swimmer crabs, because they use those back legs to swim. Let's see if we put him in there. See if he'll swim. See, look, he's using his back legs. See these? You can hardly notice that though, can you? This, guys, is a porcelain crab. And an interesting fact about these porcelain crabs is, if you look, oh look, you look at the body of a porcelain crab and the body of a squat lobster, they are pretty much the same. But another interesting fact about the porcelain crab is that the fact it's been on our shores for over 150 million years, and they've evolved to live and stick to the bottom of rocks, and those big claws are more for territorial purposes than eating. Mad, eh? Look at that. And they're also called porcelain crabs for that very reason, because porcelain is very delicate, and these little chaps are extremely delicate. How cool is that? Sometimes you really gotta look. Another one there. There. Even smaller one there, look. Look how small he is. I found something really cool. Several different things all in one little spot. So we've got a bigger version of the velvet crab. See his leg? That's his swimmer leg, right? He's got red eyes and he's got a velvet back. That's why they're called velvet crabs. Beautiful specimen. But, right, so we've got, check this little bad boy out. This is ace. This, guys, is a creeper. Now there are, I think, over 3,000 different types of creepers. We call them creepers just for the sheer fact they creep along. They're also called brittle stars as well, because they can be quite brittle. But you got that one, right? These ones, see now, just look at that. These are types of starfish, by the way, and they have got little mouths on the bottom. See there? They feed on all different sorts of things in and amongst the shoreline and stuff. But I got something even better to show you. So remember these are creepers. Check that out. A beautiful sea urchin. Yes, they might be spiky, but they're not piercing spiky. They have got a little mouth right in the middle. And there, so I mean, all in this little area. Oh look, there's another squat lobster. Ah, look, it's pinched me. So it doesn't hurt because he hasn't got strength in his claws like the crabs and all that have to pinch really hard. And if you notice as well, his tail's folded underneath him, and that's because he uses his tail to swim, like most other lobsters do, but this one keeps his tail tucked underneath and he'll use it to flick and swim away. So just in this little area you've got a couple of squat lobsters, a beautiful sea urchin, and then you've got different types of creeper or starfish or brittle stars as they're called. Lots of species of these around. Now you have got to look pretty carefully to spot all that, and there's a couple other little squat lobsters. Look. So he's trying to pinch, but it doesn't really hurt because, like I say, his claws compared to other crabs and lobsters haven't got the strength in them to pinch hard enough to make a jig. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not only have you got like the live species of little marine organisms and stuff like that, like the sea urchin, squat lobsters, you've got all different types of seaweed growing on the rocks. You've got the sea snails or winkles, and you've got a type of worm, I've forgotten what they're called, but it's a type of tube worm, say. Then you've got barnacles, and inside these barnacles are little tiny other organisms that filter the water. So when the tide comes in, they'll come out of the inside of that barnacle and flourish like a little flower like that. But that's what they tend to do when the tide's in, and they'll filter through all the water. And you've got little bits, all of this whole stone or this whole rock has got at least 100 different types of living things on it. I mean, like even the sea anemones, you know, that's all different. And of course they're living in all these little holes and things like that. If you just take a little bit of time out to have a look around, like, see, and then we've got another furrowed crab here. See, now look how his claws are compared to the squat lobster. If this was to pinch me, this would hurt. But if that was to pinch me, as you've seen earlier, he hasn't got the strength in it really. I'll even let him pinch me. See if he'll let him pinch me. He doesn't. It just hasn't got the strength to pinch. And I'm not letting him pinch me because that will hurt. How cool. It is pretty amazing, right, when you come down to the beach and you sort of got an idea, right, and it's not a case of just coming down the beach and just looking in a rock pool. You've really got to put your thinking head on and think, I've got to think either like a crab or a fish or a small organism and think, where would I like to live? Or just go and protect myself. And then you lift a rock up and you'd be surprised what you can find. It will open your eyes to what actually happens in and around this shoreline. It's an amazing place to learn a lot of stuff. It really is. And to have this on my back door is just brilliant. Every time I come down here, right, and I've been coming down here for over 30 odd years, there's always something new for me to find. It is just great. I'm probably going to find something else. I want to see if I can find you a pipefish, because that would just top the afternoon off altogether. Because we found a sea urchin, some creepers, because I'm pretty sure none of you have seen a creeper before. The squat lobsters, I think I just said that. No, I didn't. I said sea urchin. Squat lobster, sea urchin, the creepers, and hopefully now if I can find you a pipefish. But then, even then, you have got to look so carefully for a pipefish, because if you blink or you pass your eyes across it, you'll miss it. Definitely, you'll definitely miss it. But let's fingers crossed. Let's see if I can find you one before I leave the beach. I haven't found you a pipefish yet, but I have found you something else. I found you a 5-bearded rockling. That's pretty cool as well. So you just got to look. But you can tell he's a 5-bearded rock. You can tell it's a bearded rockling because he actually has a beard. And if you count the thingies, he's got 5 little bearded things on him. Amazing. Little baby lobster. This is why St Mary's Beach is just great. Look at that. That is just amazing. So you just got to look really carefully. Watch him swim out of my hand. Oh, oh, where you going, matey? And off he goes into his little world. That's just amazing. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a pipefish, but I have found a large crab, and he's feisty. Look at the size of him. That is a decent sized velvet crab, that is. He is proper big. You can see all the velvet on his back as well. Look at his red eyes and his claws. Look, you know, that's a decent size compared to my hand, compared to the small ones that I normally find. That is a decent little find. And remember, when you're picking crabs up, pick them up from the back, remember? Look at him. I'm going to put him back. And remember, when you come rock pooling, right? He's going to stay under there. Remember, without crushing them, you want to put the rock back where you found it under. Because basically what you've done is removed his roof from his house. Another little sea urchin. That's another furrowed crab, but a different colour. And you can see the little creepers and all of that lot here, look. Oh, every time you turn a rock there is just something else to look at. It is brilliant. Absolutely amazing. Look at him. Oh, the tide's just on its way back in now. And I've come a bit further up the beach. It's glorious here. By all means, if you come down the beach and you don't know what you're looking for, by all means, sling me a text, sling me a message on my Mr. Fish, and I'll either help you identify something that you've not seen before, or show you where to find them or how to look or anything else. But there you go. So you've had just under 20 minutes of a little rock pool session of what you can find down on this fantastic beach, my hometown of Brixham in St Mary's. It is just stunning, and the natural habitats, all the little marine organisms, everything. If you look carefully and spend a bit of time, you'd be amazed on what you can find. It is really quite awe-inspiring sometimes, especially when you've never seen anything like it before, and you find it and pick it up and you look at it and everything else, and then you put it back, knowing that it's down here living a happy little life. And when the tide comes back in, this is going to look completely different under the water. Currently now, where I'm stood, right, I'd be underwater. So all of the seaweed that is clamped to the rocks will all lift up off the rocks, and will be like, these little rocks would be like a little patch of a forest with the seaweed sticking up and this, that, and the fish swimming in and out and all of that lot. But of course, when the tide's out, all of those things that I found there don't tend to move. They find a rock and they hide there until, like now, the tide comes back in, and then they start to move and go and find a bit of food and things like that, until 6 hours later when the tide turns again and starts coming back out. So the next time the tide comes back out will be in the middle of the night tonight, and I bet you that again is a whole different world. I might have to do that one day, to come down in the middle of the night when the tide's out and show you what the beach looks like at night in the dark when the tide is out. But it is absolutely stunning down here. Hope you enjoyed the video. By all means, got any questions, stick them in the comments, and I'll come back to you. But thanks for watching. I hope you've learned something new today. If not, I hope you enjoyed watching it. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys later on. Cheers and gone, everybody. Cheers and gone.